Thala, and welcome to the latest edition of Tech Check. I'm Sahil Manik Thala, and we start things off with NASA's unmanned spacecraft Cassini finally reaching where no other spacecraft has managed to reach before. For the first time ever, the Cassini spacecraft dove through the narrow gaps between Saturn and its rings. Not only this, but the spacecraft also collected data and sent it back to Earth. While communications with Cassini went dark during the dive, the spacecraft survived the trip and provided us with an unprecedented view of the sixth planet from the Sun. Cassini also observed storms, lightning and clouds around Saturn for the first time. Its next dive through the gaps is scheduled for May 2nd. Now back on Earth, flying cars seem to be edging closer to reality. At least that's what Silicon Valley promises. Google wants to make consumer flying cars ready by the end of 2017, while Uber sets ambitious goals to create a network of flying taxis in Dubai and Dallas by the year 2020. This next report tells you more.
The times are changing and your dream to travel in a flying car may soon come true, especially when bigwigs of the tech industry are backing it and claim that they can turn them into reality sooner than you expect. We may have seen many such concepts of flying cars coming and fading away, but this time the promise to have a flying car comes from none other than Google co-founder Larry Page. Well, it's not exactly Google that is working independently on this ambitious project. In fact, Google founder Larry Page is backing a Silicon Valley-based flying car startup, Kitty Hawk. The company has already announced the first prototype of the flying car, and much to our surprise, it says that a personal consumer-ready flying machine will be available for sale by the end of this year. But before we could even soak in this news fully, Uber came up with the icing on the cake. Popular as a ride-hailing service, Uber is now aiming for the skies with its flying taxis. The company expects to launch its flying taxis in Texas and Dubai by 2020. As Uber says, their flying cars could cut down travel time between San Francisco's Marina to downtown San Jose to 15 minutes, which otherwise takes around 2 hours by road. We have been promised flying cars in the past too, and to be fair, it's never been delivered on time before. So we are going to take the ambitious deadlines by Google and Uber with a pinch of salt. But hey, the mere thought of a flying car becoming reality is hope that we may just be heading into a brighter future. Bureau Report, WION.
Now, there's a Nokia phone that has grabbed more attention and headlines than others since the company announced its comeback to the market. It has been the Nokia 3310. Now, it seems like the revamped version of the Nokia 3310 feature phone will be made available later this month by the Finnish company, as devices pre-order listings for Germany and Austria have tipped it to release on April 28th. Further, the 3G variant listing of Nokia 3310 has been confirmed to be false by the company, and the feature phone may be a little more expensive than the price announced at the time of its global unveiling. Interestingly, the device seems to carry a higher price tag of around 56 euros than the company's recommended price of 49 euros in these listings. Now, it seems that the tough times for Samsung are not coming to an end. Last year's Note 7 disaster had already hammered the company's credibility, and now the new flagship Galaxy S8 is adding more to the long-standing worries. Ever since the Galaxy S8 arrived the Indian market, reports of faulty behaviors in the phone have started to emerge. Several users early this week complained of an unusually reddish hue on their screens. Samsung earlier denied a hardware flaw and maintained that users could manually adjust the color range according to their preferences. But as more users voiced doubts, Samsung acknowledged the issue and promised to provide a software update, which it said would fix the problem. But before the company could even come up with a software update to fix the display problem, other users started to complain of issues regarding wireless charging and Wi-Fi connectivity. It's unclear as to what exactly is causing these issues, but whatever the reasons are, it could end up with a huge blow to the company's reputation once again. Now, the increase in fake news has become a major topic of angst and debate in many countries, and tech companies therefore are leaving no stone unturned to clamp down on the spread of fake news. After Facebook and Google, which have been striving to take on false news for a long time, Wikipedia founder Jimmy Wales has now joined the fight. Wales has launched a new website, Wiki Tribune, which he believes will counter the spread of fake news. The new platform aims to bring together professional journalists and a community of volunteers and supporters to produce news articles. WION says that articles on Wiki Tribune would be authored, fact-checked and verified by journalists and volunteers working together. And anyone would be able to flag up issues and submit fixes for review. Wiki Tribune will be free to access and carry no advertising and will be live by end of May. Well, that's it for this edition of Tech Check. For all the latest tech trends and gadget reviews, make sure you tune in to Tech It Out, our weekly technology program every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Thank you for watching. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned.